What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I want to tell you why I think Ruby is the best tank in the game. And luckily, I have the number 1 Judix and number 2 Sindri here to help me show you why. So, that Judix getting taken out from range, absolutely insane, and it's all due to the way that Ruby works. It's the only tank that really has that good of range, besides something like a Zero Kelvin, but Zero Kelvin doesn't have that many defensive features for the team, and that's what Ruby's all about. Right here, protecting my healer, and then going on top of the cart to heal, and get up there to hit them headshots on that Judix, hitting the shields, and then I'm going to be able to hit my ult, get another kill, and live long enough to keep pushing this cart. And remember, these are top 2 kind of people on the leaderboard. Absolutely crazy. If you want me to expose exactly why these terrible people are in the top, just give a like to this video, and then I will definitely do a video on why these players are number 1 and number 2 while being this awful. But anyways, it does help me illustrate the point of how much you can live on Ruby. It's absolutely nuts what you can do with your shields, even throwing them in the wrong direction, to be able to kind of fake people out, to be able to take on Sindri turrets, and best yet, just to be able to separate you from the other guy's teammates as you take them out, and you can just go in with no fear. I threw that shield to get the guy from off my back, and then I'm going to go straight here to the Judix. I'm staying a little back, that way I have my chemist to be able to heal, and that's when I go ahead and go forward, making sure I get the kill. We're going to go ahead, start to attack the Iris, and then we're going to go for the Sindri. Easy dubs, and that is what Ruby is all about, making you and your team better from any distance. And honestly, I think it's one of the most fun to play because you have so much different things you can do. You're just as good up close as far away. The headshots really aren't that hard to get, but are so impactful, and you can just absolutely destroy number 1s and 2s in the game. If there's these guys, remember, give a like and I'll expose these guys and exactly why they're this high. Don't get me wrong, they aren't terrible players. They're just not anywhere near top, 100? I mean, 14 and 6 on a Ruby? Man, you guys are rough. But either way, this is a ranked match versus actual good players, and now I'm going to teach you why this character is crazy. So right there, we get webbed immediately, but our shields make it where he can't damage me or my teammate, so we're able to go ahead and get a ton of value and not die at all. None of us. And then the Yaw is staying with me, and I'm going to be able to help protect him. We do turn around and help get the kill, and we end up throwing our shields that can protect our Yaw from the hunter, but our Yaw goes ahead and hunts him down. We need to try to kill the Jabali before he gets the Yaw, but we weren't able to. We were just a little late, but because they're good players, they did split up and kind of made it to where our Yaw had to make a choice, and our Yaw did a great job. It's just sometimes it doesn't work out. But right here, we are going to have to take this guy out. That's why I'm going from behind. That way, hopefully, he'll either turn from me and get killed by my damage dealers, or he'll just let me kill him. Right here, we're going to go ahead and throw our shields and just kind of keep this guy pinned down. Once we see he's really low, we're going to go ahead and just move forward to make sure that we get that kill. And now we can pinch on the hunter and save our teammate. And now we only got one to worry about. He's waiting for his teammates to regroup, and we're getting free time. I'm just going to go ahead and throw fresh shields. You always want to do that because even if you don't need them now, it'll make it to where when you do need them, it will be off cooldown. Luckily, we were able to go ahead and get that 360 no-scope onto the hunter. I love this character because of the fact that you can jump around and just confuse people, getting so much damage in. Right there, we got the tank pretty low, and then our guy was able to kill him, but we died. So we did come back, and luckily our Yaw waited for us, and now I'm going to go ahead and get that guy as our Yaw came behind behind him, getting him low, and that's how we took them all out pretty easy. There's one guy left, the Sindri, and he did a great job, and yes, I always call Scotty Sindri, my bad. But we did take him out, and now we don't have much left to go. We have the Hunter pinned down with no health, and honestly, I'm just going to leave him alive because why not, man? It's not like it's really going to hurt you that much, and he can't regen that way. Right here, we're going to just go in after we died and hit our ult, killing 2, and now we just got to get the Scotty, and we are just going to go ahead and go straight into him, hoping that our shields and the cart can heal us up. Our Iris got there to do the rest of the job, and now we're just going to do whatever we got to do to take the Jabali out. And what an amazing save by that Scotty from spawn through multiple walls. That was nuts. Right here, I'm not actually trying to kill them or do really anything except for distract from the Yaw, and as soon as the Yaw got around, I go in, and it's all about misdirection with your shield sometimes, not just saving. Because people are going to just think you're going to move in that direction, but you can throw your shields in a little bit of damage from far away, and they're going to have to respect that and pay attention to it. But you don't have to go. You can just screw with them and help your teammate flank around. And right here, I'm going to show in free-for-all how much this character can really do it all by itself without a healer and without a cart to protect it or heal, or even damage dealers to do anything for it. And a lot of this comes down to getting headshots. Even though I got all body shots there, I probably should have went for headshots. And it will help you out a lot. But again, even with these body shots, I am killing everyone because I am throwing my shields and maneuvering around them. So once one pane is broken, I go to the next. And the way I'm doing that is, you'll notice I'm never throwing my shield straight at the target. What I'm doing is I'm throwing them diagonally so I have more surface area. And right here, I throw the shield in front of me and run on the other side of it. That way, it'll move with me as I run away from the guy attacking me in middle. These are all little tiny tips and tricks that will help you play Ruby so much better, because it just matters so much to have that shield go forward and you run with it to get away from an enemy, but he can't shoot you or damage you. If you throw it towards him, it really doesn't work nearly as well because he can catch you on the other side of the shield much easier. And right there, even with an ult, a very good Osis wasn't able to get us. And then we go for the shell, getting him really low. And then we're just going to go in for the kill. We do end up getting it eventually for the win and a 10 streak. And then we're back to some cart. After this, I'm going to show you a combo me, Myron, and Wake Up played, some of the best players in the world, and exactly how I kept them alive playing aggro characters that you might not necessarily think of as a good comp, but we made it work, and exactly how we did that. But for here, one thing I wanted to show you on this one was how good this can be against things like Johnny Jet. It's also pretty good at Aletta. But a lot of the harder things to kill, the widespread of these knives actually works so well in your favor because of the widespread. Even though you don't know exactly where they are, even killing through something like an Osis smoke is so much easier with this character, and it forces that Johnny Jet just to come after me, because if he doesn't, I'm going to end up killing him in the smoke. Right here, we do go ahead, get that Christina low for our teammates, all while hiding next to the cart that's going to heal us, and we can just throw out these shields as much as we want. And remember, we're trying to throw them early, that way it'll come off cooldown when we need them. And right here, we know the Johnny Jet's going to be behind us, so we got to kill that Christina quickly. And then the Johnny is just on our cart, and that's where the cool blades come in. We're able to kill him invisible, no problem, and then go ahead, focus on his teammates. And this was actually an insane play by that Scotty to know that he would have died, and he waited, got behind a wall, lined it up through the wall, and killed us with the ult. It was a very good play. Kudos to that guy. But either way, we're now going back after this Johnny Jet. This poor guy was just victimized the entire game. But he did a great job for his team to keep them in it and kind of make it hard to cap. But right here, we are going to go ahead and try to get this Scotty, and I'm just really worried he's going to web me and then hit me with his ult. So I'm backing up. I knew that ult was up because I time it, and we know that, like, hey, you know, that's what they do. They try to hit you through stuff. But if you get far enough away, you have enough time to react. So if you ever know that the Scotty has his ult up, and you think he's trying to position himself to use it, just back up, especially if you're on a character that can do things at range, because why not? I mean, you're going to be able to get the free kill. Right here, we get him from across the map, and that's one of the most underrated things about this character is the range on it. The other underrated thing is the fact that it can kill things that are invisible and things like Aletta and Kazama that are very hard to hit because of the widespread. I know I already said that, but it is so underrated and undervalued. And that's what keeps this from being an effective tool. It's not just something to throw shields and do a little damage. It is actually a really good counterplay pick in things like ranked mode where you have a second round. If you have a lot of trouble against certain heroes that are aggro heroes, this might be a good option to use. And right here, we are just doing some damage from range to help our teammates. We go back onto the hill, but we notice the Johnny's there, so we back up, let our teammates know, and then we go ahead and just end the game with time. But either way, we get the win, and we go 12-2, 8 assists, and did a really good job. This is Myron and Wake Up. They're off way far ahead because they don't think they need my help, and Wake Up doesn't, but Myron sure did. Either way, I'm throwing my shields, hoping they'll get there. If he needs it, he can flip back into me and get it. I'm just trying to help him with as much damage as possible as he does his thing. Wake Up, I think, is the best Johnny Jet in the game. And right there, I am able to do a nice little turnaround to kill the Jabali. And then we get this guy to half. And I'm just trying to throw out shields for my teammates because they can get to them quickly using their Kazama and then flipping back into it from the Johnny Jet. And that is the name of the game. Just doing a little bit of damage here and there, but mostly making sure that you're able to throw your shields, sometimes really far into the distance early, so your teammates know it's there and they have that little safety net, and they can take a lot more risk with this comp. As you can see, they're off in the distance, not worried, but Johnny Jet can flip over into those shields in no time, knowing that I have a second set anytime they need. One of the main problems is the Yaw can come behind you and hit his ult. It's rough. But hey, it is ranked Platinum 1. It's not supposed to be easy, but it is pretty easy with these guys. They're amazing, and we all work really well together. And right here, we're able to go ahead and get everyone behind us, and then just do a nice little counter. We're going to throw my shields, and then have them go around to pinch them from behind. So really, when they came behind me, they actually screwed themselves between me and my teammates. And that's what I love about this comp, is they're so mobile that my teammates can just kind of loop back around anytime I need, and they can play far away, keeping the battles away from the cart, and then know that my shields will be there to protect them, giving us a nice round win. Almost as nice as this amazing thumbnail Jordy made. And if you want Jordy to make amazing thumbnails for you too, his Discord is in my description. You can hit him up and try to work out a deal the way I did. It was the best decision I ever made. Alright guys, I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you next time.